I think if it was a previous planned vacation, I wouldn't have told her to cancel it yet. I don't know that I would have had a problem with that. Like I mean, like since we're here, like I met like her child's father like at the barbecue the day of. Like
Yo, 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 you see what I'm saying? That is crazy, bro. That is so crazy. You know why? Because regardless of if nothing happened, she put that man in a line of fire.
This right here is crazy. This is what you
Yo, imagine him in a hospital room and the baby's coming out.
Fellas, again, focus on yourself. That's what it is.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy AyeQ, and I'm back with another reaction video for you guys today. And today we're going to do a reaction from Pop the Balloon. This one right here is a catch up. These two had matched, and usually when you match, you got to go on a date, and this is a recap of how the date went, or if they didn't go on a date, this is just a recap as to why you guys didn't go on a date. So with no further ado, let's jump right into the video.
Okay, no problem. Well, let's go ahead and dive right into my favorite question. Since you guys ended up matching on the show, have you guys gone on a date?
Do you want to tell him, Jeremy, or
go for
actually,
it.
Shay?
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm gonna say so. After we left the show, I offered him if he wanted to come and join me. At the time, I was already having a barbecue
Okay.
with my family.
And this was back in LA?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
here.
Oh, in Arizona.
Yeah,
Okay.
my family's here, so
Oh,
I rented
right.
a big Airbnb.
Uh-huh.
I threw my niece a birthday party, and that's kind of what I was rushing to get back to a little bit.
Got it.
And
Okay.
I offered for him to come, but I did give the option, like, if you don't want to come, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm going right now. So if you
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. To meet a chick and then meet her family right after, that's a bit too soon for me because I got to get to know her a bit on a personal level first before I'm comfortable to even be around a setting like that. But some men are troopers. Some men gonna wing it regardless. But here's the thing, me personally, I don't want to meet your kids just yet because she is a single mother. And I know she got a kid or kids. I don't know. But I'm not comfortable to be around your kids and all that. Just like I gotta get to know you first. Like she invited this man and she just met him. She literally just met this man on a show. I was like, yo, come meet my family. Come on. Like, what? That's she a little too open for me, man. That's a red flag right there. Facts.
want to come, it's barbecue. We're there, we're partying, we're drinking, we're having fun.
Right.
I'm very family oriented, so I'm very friends. Like, if you're around me, you're gonna be around the people that I love.
Yeah.
And if you have an issue with that, it's kind of like
no.
like obviously you don't need to be with me.
Yeah.
So we went back there, and I guess it just he did leave at 2 a.m, so it was like
Okay.
not like that.
No, I mean like he stayed for some time.
He stayed for some time.
Okay.
He acted like he did enjoy himself, and then he went home after everything.
What you mean he acted like he didn't enjoy himself? So you saying he pretend like he did, but he didn't? This is crazy, man, because she's sending shots. Look at my man's face. Look up. Yo, my man is like, yeah, all right.
Everything was kind of fine after that. It was cool.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like no big thing. Nothing went wrong.
Okay.
It was just like, okay, we got to know each other a little bit more, not that much, but a little bit more. And then the next day, we were supposed to hang out, but I had to fly back to LA.
Okay.
So we were planning on going on a real date. Fly out to LA and see me, where I can fly back to Arizona and see you.
Yeah.
But, it just didn't get to that point.
Okay. All right. So,
Yeah.
Jeremy, the barbecue you guys went to was right after filming? Like
Yeah.
you left filming, went straight
Yeah.
there? Okay. So, how was that for you?
I enjoyed it.
Oh, Micah.
I enjoyed it. I'm also family oriented. I think we talked about that on the show. And got a chance to meet her family. I had a really good time. We played dominoes.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah,
Playing some good bones.
like she said, I kind of stayed a little later and then I went home. We were supposed to meet the next day. I think I was expecting her to I think we had a plan that she would like let me know when she was free, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And then that didn't happen. So we ended up kind of like, she kind of just went back home, and so we had talked about possibly, having a date. Obviously, with me having to go to LA or she coming back here.
Okay, so the next day when you guys were supposed to go on this so-called date, was that like something you guys had discussed while you guys were at the barbecue, and then the next day there was no follow-up on it, or what happened?
We kind of discussed that like the morning time, I think.
Okay.
It was more like because he actually stays around where my sister stays. So we're in the same area,
Okay.
like almost same facility. And
Right.
so, but I was so much with my sister and stuff. They don't get to see me that much. And so from breakfast, we have all the kids. It's just so much stuff right now that I can't bring him into
Okay.
right now
Okay.
to what we had going on. And yeah, that's why I was like, it took a little bit too much time. And then, flying in, you got to rent a car, you got to go clean it, you got to take it back. Like
Do a
it
lot,
was,
yeah.
it was that. And then it's the heat. So you're hot and it was just too much. So I was okay with, I have no problem flying in 2 days later or flying in a week later to come see you, or you come see me. Like that, the way you shouldn't have that problem not coming to fly to see me.
Okay, so what went
Yeah.
wrong? Was there just like,
Oh, would you like to tell him what went wrong, Jeremy? Huh?
I think
actually, no, let's hear from Jeremy.
Yeah,
She went
let's
first with the
let him
story.
say
Let's
what
hear from
went
you
wrong.
now.
I think there were kind of a few things that happened from my perspective
Okay.
that just kind of maybe gave me the wrong impression or kind of set up the wrong kind of idea. And so ultimately, we came to there was a situation in which I was going out of town.
Okay.
I was going on a vacation. Previously planned vacation, actually before
Prior to
we
you
met,
coming on
prior
the
to me
show.
coming on the show.
Okay.
And she inquired who I was going with, and I told her, and it was a friend and actually an ex, but we're still friends. Friend of mine. She's
You
an
said
ex,
it's an ex?
ex and a friend. Yeah.
Exactly. So obviously, we were okay. Let me tell you, we were on the phone. We're talking, getting to know each other. He said he's gonna go to Puerto Rico for his birthday, and I was like, "Oh, fun! Like, who are you going with?" Like,
Right.
he said he skipped the question first. He skipped the question, and then I was like,
I did, absolutely did.
"Oh,
Jeremy.
okay." But then I asked again, like, "Wait, who are you going with?" And he said, "My ex," and I was like, "I think my phone's dying." So after that, I never talked to him again. I hung
Oh.
up. We never talked until the only way we talked again, because I think he called me a few times after that. I did not answer. There was no reason. There was no reason for us to talk. There's no reason.
So you didn't tell him why you're no longer
There's no
talking
reason
to him?
to
I did not
talk.
call her.
Okay, I have receipts, but it's okay.
Yo, somebody is lying, bro. Somebody is lying because my man is saying I did not call her. Because look, at the end of the day, he did nothing wrong. The trip was already planned. He just met this chick. He ain't got no reason to lie to a woman that he just met. And if she wanna cancel me because I'm about to go on a trip with a friend who's an ex, do you? Because I don't know you. You can't just come into a man's life and want him to cancel everything for you. Like, who you think you is? And then she's saying that, yeah, so, oh, my phone died immediately. And then he kept calling me. So she want to give the impression that my man was chasing her. He was blowing up her phone after she rejected him because he's about to go on a trip that he had planned with an ex. And look, nothing is wrong with that because she's just coming into the picture. She got to prove herself. She got to earn her spot. So there's no reason to lie to a woman that you just met. I'm just keeping it real. It's like, nah, like you got to earn your spot. Yeah. So you got to step it up because you see. Like, you see what I'm doing out here. So you got to earn your spot. But she chose to take the high road. And then she's saying, and then he started chasing me. This is crazy.
It's okay.
Okay.
And, you're going, what do you wanted me to do? Tell you, like, how was the vacation with your ex? Like, did you guys chill on the beach or
Well,
something? Like, did you want me to wait for when you got back? And then it's like, there was no talking afterwards.
Okay.
Well, there was nothing for us to talk about. And we didn't recently talk again until I found out that, people were sending me things, and they were sending me things like, oh, he went on a different podcast. He talked about you. He was talked a lot of mess about you. He said things, talked about your family, talked about this and how it wasn't. And I was like, wait, what? He's kind of capped because that didn't happen. So a lot of things like he said that didn't happen. And I was like, all right, that's fine. Like, he went and talked about me. Cool. Like, I really don't care at the moment because obviously from the jump it showed me that who he was, what he was doing. He wasn't looking for anything. It was just a good time. So it was just, that's fine with me. And I was okay. You're going with your ex. We didn't start anything new. It's just keep it pushing.
Damn, she jealous that fast. And look, fellas, like that's actually a good thing because it already show you the type of chick she is. If something like this shakes her up where she feels some type of way about it, bro, being with a chick like this is gonna be a problem. Because what this means is like she wanna be the center of attention. She wanna be the queen bee. Facts. That's all this really is. This is crazy. This is a dude you just met. You just met this man on a show. You invited the man to a barbecue to meet your family? How crazy is that? He probably was over there uncomfortable, like, damn, this is how shorty, this is her fam? They wild as hell. I don't know, but that's gonna be crazy to us meet a chick family that you just met though. That's wild.
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I didn't badmouth her or say anything bad about her or her family.
Okay.
There was a situation, that we were in that I did speak on another platform, but it wasn't. I didn't say it in a negative way. What I will say though is some of the things that were said, and some of what I observed and seen, kind of led me to kind of believe that it wasn't as serious as like.
Okay, such as what?
I mean, there was some transparency, some things she told me in confidence that I would rather not share.
No problem.
But I will say that there were some things that she told me that she was processing through that kind of just, put it in a different perspective for me as far as the seriousness of like what was happening.
Okay, so you think she wasn't as serious about getting to know you?
Well,
or?
I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but I just didn't think we were in a space to where I would cancel a trip with an ex or a friend because I met you. I just didn't think we were in a space where that would even be a reasonable ask, that I was obligated to do that, that it mattered who I was going on a trip with at all, when we had only, hung out with each other one time.
Facts, bro. And yo, everything about this chick to me is a red flag. And fellas, the signs are always there, bro. The signs are always there, man. I'm trying to tell you, fam. Like, this shit is real. To me, everything about her screams the fact that she's so comfortable to meet a person and bring that person around her family that she just met. I can't trust a person like that. You will bring a complete stranger around your family. That means you're too open for me. You're too comfortable. And the fact that you want this man to cancel his plans for you is nuts.
So from my perspective, based off of as well of what I kind of observed and understood, she already currently had going on. So I would have thought that would have been kind of just to, like kind of a drop in the bucket, if you will.
Okay.
Without saying too much, but to me, it was like I didn't think it was that serious, and so I mean, which is also why I had no problem with being just kind of forthcoming about it and honest. And so if she didn't like it, which is cool.
Okay.
But she did kind of like make some sort of whatever kind of funny comment when I actually did go on vacation. She told me happy birthday and was like some sort of comment. I hope you're enjoying or something with your ex.
Oh yeah, of course. I think we were still following each other, and I said, "Happy birthday! You're in Puerto Rico. I hope you have fun with your ex."
And
like,
so I
it was great.
responded and so even at that point, I thought that there was maybe some sort of attempt to continue conversation.
Okay.
But so when I responded, I forgot what she said, but she said something to the effect, which is basically like kind of like asking. It was kind of I felt questioned, and so I never responded to that. And that was our last communication before the podcast, and I do have receipts.
Okay.
Understand how crazy this is. She is jealous that this man is going on a trip that he previously planned it before meeting this chick. And she feels some type of way about that. It just shows, bro. This is the type of chick who wants all the and she's jealous. That's the only reason why she's trying to reach out to him and things like that, because of the jealousy. She wish it was her on that trip. Once she come into your life, bro, she wants you to drop everything that you got going on and make her the center of attention. Facts. And that's bird energy, bro. I'm just keeping it real.
After you guys had the conversation, she was like, "Oh, you're going with your ex." You just left it at that. You weren't interested enough, basically, is what you're saying, to continue it.
Continue. There was nothing else to like. I mean, like if she liked it, she liked it. If she did, fine. But I just didn't. I didn't think I owed her that explanation, and I thought it was something that was just like, I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
Owed me. That's crazy. So I'm gonna just get this. Okay, first of all, how would we even have enough time? We just met. We're starting something new, right? So we came on here to find that other person love. Obviously, we've had stuff in our past. Like you're saying that for what he doesn't want to say, saying that I'm still in love with my ex. No, I told him I always have love for my ex. So I was like, my ex-fiance, whatever. I always have love, but I'm not in love. If I was in love with that person, I would go be there fighting for that person and be with that person. But no, I told him like, I'm single. I'm here. Like, I didn't give you no, like, I'm with this, I'm with that. I told you what I do. I do my music. I take care of my kid by myself. I take care of my own responsibilities. I'm independent. And then all I need is somebody there with me to make me happy and have fun. I never once given him that, sign that I'm still talking to him on this. Like, never once, because we didn't even get that far. Now, for him to be like, he doesn't owe me anything, it's kind of messed up, because it's like, I'm not expecting you to owe me anything. Like, you should be a gentleman. Like, you came to me and you're looking for this, I'm looking for the same thing. So why do I have to accept that you're about to go have a time in Puerto Rico with somebody else, and I'm here still looking for love, but gotta be okay that you're there having a great time with somebody that's in your past. I'm not doing that. I'm trying to be focused on you, but that's what you're offering me to accept.
And so this
That's crazy, bro. Yo, first of all, how did the conversation about her ex even came up? How did that get started? Like, why is y'all even talking about her ex? That's first and foremost. So the fact that he even came up is a bad sign, fellas. That means she's still connected with her ex. That means her ex pretty much owns her. But she the type of chick, she is looking for a sucker, bro. And I peeped that before he even picked her. I think I even called it out on the show. Shorty is clearly looking for a sponsor. And when a woman view you as a sucker, she will behave like this because she's looking at you like, yo, hold on, bro. You spending money on your ex? Dude, I'm here now. You gotta feed me. I'm supposed to be on that trip, not your ex. That's why she's upset. Because she want this man to be a sucker for her. It's crazy. But my man is standing his ground, which you gotta salute, bro. You gotta salute that, man. Don't fold for no bird. Never do that. Facts. Who she thinks she is? This is crazy.
trip was how soon after the show?
Like literally right after.
Oh,
Right after.
So, the show was beginning of August, I believe. My birthday is at the end of August.
okay.
So,
after.
but again, vacations are previously planned, not planned the day of, right? So
So you weren't done. You weren't done with your past, and that's okay. Don't be done with your past.
I
You can
mean, I
still have
think
that.
that's a very kind of dogmatic way of looking at it, and that's okay if that's your worldview, but it's not mine. So you don't have to fall out to walk out. And because somebody's your ex doesn't mean that they still aren't your friend. And so what that means to you can be different. And I think that's unique between people in their relationship.
So did you guys stay in the same room?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, Jeremy, if the roles
Okay.
were switched, like for example, let's say her and her ex went on a vacation after you guys met, you would have been totally okay with that, still getting to know her after that trip? Or
Well, I think if it was a previous planned vacation, I wouldn't have told her to cancel it yet. Like I don't know that I would have had a problem with that. Like like since we're here, like I met like her child's father like at the barbecue the day of. Like
Yo. 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 You see what I'm saying? That is crazy, bro. That is so crazy. You know why? Because regardless of if nothing happened, she put that man in a line of fire. Without this man even knowing. I knew it, bro. That shit is like, what? You want me to meet your family? I just met you. This is the type of chick who is just, like I said, she got a bird brain. She don't think logical. She don't think about things like that. Like he just met, yo, like because I'll feel set up. I'll be like, what the? Oh, that's dude. I will feel set up. That's crazy, bro. that is just nuts. And she's tripping about this man going on a trip. That's wild. Now I thought he probably met a kid and all that, but you met the baby father too, bro. That's crazy.
so
That I
was
haven't been
already-
together with for 8 years, 7
Okay.
years.
Okay.
So
So
7 years.
whatever type of way though, when we was at the barbecue, he ended up feeling some type of way though, which is
That wasn't because of you. That was because my child at the time, not to get too deep into it, but my child at the time didn't understand how birthdays work. And he was a little upset that somebody else is getting a lot of attention. So
Nah, bro. This is yo, my man. Yo, my man. You dodged a bullet, bro. You dodged a bullet, fam. Like my man peeped that and he got out of that situation quick. Because what about the child's father? How disrespectful is that to bring some dude that you just met in the show to a birthday party where it's family setting? This dude is a stranger, but here's the thing about a bird. She probably did that to make her baby father jealous. So she probably used this man as a little pawn in her little game. Because just the fact that she did all this shit and she expected this man to cancel his plans for her, it just shows the type of chick she is, bro. This this is deep, bro. It's like I always tell you dudes, bro, the signs are always there. I don't be making this shit up. The signs are always there, bro. Just look at this chick. Everything about her, to me, spells bird. She even got on a chain that says B. The B's for bird. Facts. This is crazy, bro.
you know, I parented, and my son's dad, we're not together, but he's not really in his life like that. So it was a parenting thing. The why he got upset is because, I took full mom mode. He was trying, and I excluded that out. So it was a parenting thing of why he left. It had nothing to do with him. And I just feel why you feel like you're that to take that. Like, I don't understand why you think it was for you.
So that's not what I was alluding to.
No.
If you're placed in those situations, like out of the gate for whatever reason, that just means that there's unresolved tension, if from my estimation or my observation, between you and your baby's father.
No, I have always not liked him. It's just always been like that. I don't like him. He knows I don't like him. Everybody knows I don't like him, but we tolerate each other because he's been in my life for so long that my family invites him everywhere, but they don't look at him as in, oh, that's Breeze. Like,
that's your man.
They would be like, we will even say, like, bring a girl, bring somebody. Like, we would love to meet somebody that you have. Like, we even tell him.
Did y'all like go out or something like that where you tried to like introduce him to a girl or something like that?
Yeah, we've tried to introduce him. We go out to like groups, and before I would have somebody with me, I'll get my friends to try to get him to somebody. Like, sometimes he's into it, sometimes he's not, but that's him. I don't know his life. We're not into that. Like, he's around sometimes. So
but you
the
would
fact that
say
he's not a
that
factor.
but you would say that it's quite possible, even though you guys are exes and have a child together, to be friends and that to be that. Is that possible?
I mean, it's after, like, I don't think of him like that. It's after 7 years.
Okay, so my whole point
he's
is
not a friend to you.
So my whole point
No.
is, my whole point is it's possible to be a friend to someone after you've been in a relationship with.
How
And
long
that's
was
what
your
my-
ex was, though? How long?
Struggling with moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis? Talk to your doctor about #1 prescribed.
How long? What? We've been broken up for over a year. Like,
That's not a comparison.
yeah,
I was with him
mean,
when I was like
I don't know. I
17.
just want to answer the question. Like,
Like,
I'm
I
confused
have
on why that's
history.
relevant though.
I think she's
Also,
saying like maybe like feelings might still be involved.
Never.
Like on your end, and that's
A
why she was like,
year.
I'm gonna back up.
I mean,
That's
I
a
mean that could be
year.
true if I was dating somebody else prior to coming on the show. Like that's an imminent truth, regardless of whether it's an ex or somebody new. So I think like that that's not a real danger. Like her exploring what could have been with me, like
Exploring.
us going or on vacation had no hindrance on that. Is what I'm saying.
So you
Okay.
don't think it'd be back in my head of what they're doing on vacation? Oh, so it's like for me, like, ooh, I just met somebody. Maybe I could start with, maybe I can go fly and see him. Like maybe there's something new because he's looking for this, looking for that. But then once you tell me, like, oh, you're going with your ex, like that's like a slap in the face. And so it's just like, okay, obviously he's not serious, but then you have the means to tell me that I'm not, you didn't get to know me enough. You didn't get to know anything that I was about. You didn't even try. You didn't try at all. Like
I
you
can
barely
agree with
called
that.
me.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think my just based off of what I observed in totality, that did not lead me to put my best foot forward or my best attempt to get to know you. So for that, you're right. Um, but I think based off of what you said or what I took away from our conversation at the barbecue, it was in my best interest to not like kind of jump into this more seriously.
I don't see
And
how you're all over me at the barbecue. And then you're
yeah,
doing way too much. And so I did send you home on an Uber. So,
physicality and like
what you said,
and
it was nice. It was a black truck from what you said from the other
I
podcast you went
did. It
on
was
about me,
nice.
right?
It was nice, and that's not what I'm talking about.
Well,
So
yeah.
physicality, me showing you physical interest, is not the same as me like
It's
pursuing you.
not.
So those are two completely different things. So if
So
I was,
you knew from the barbecue that you no longer wanted to pursue her?
well,
Is
I
that what I'm
just kind
getting?
of moved it into a different bracket or a different category, if you will. I just thought it wasn't advantageous for me to take it seriously at all. If you're still having this emotional attachment to your ex.
To the
I
ex.
never had an emotional attachment.
That's what I
This
understood
man
from
is
the
weird.
So
conversation.
it sounds like there was like a
Yeah.
lot of miscommunication.
We weren't even by each other though. He was playing dominoes with everybody.
Well,
Like
no, this
we
conversation
weren't even by
happened.
each
Everybody
other.
went inside the house, and I don't know if she remembers because we were in a little tip.
No, we weren't.
But we were outside. They were all inside the house, and me and her were outside near the barbecue when this particular aspect of the conversation happened. I remember it pretty vividly because I kind of made a mental note of it, like, oh, okay, all right. I mean, I was honest. I was thankful for her being honest, but I kind of compartmentalized what was going on at that particular time, and like, just was more open to just see where it goes. But I'm like,
I've never
Smart man. Very smart man. Pay attention to the signs, fellas. Your job is to always observe a woman. And once you find out that she's who she is, you have to move accordingly. This is why I always tell you dudes, treat a bird like a bird. Once you realize a woman is a bird, you have to treat her accordingly. And that's what my man probably did. Facts.
been.
So just to ask you, Briante, so obviously when he said the whole ex thing, like that's who he's going on vacation with, for you as well, like you didn't care enough to text him either, like, hey, I don't think we're gonna continue this, like.
No, there was no point. He's with his ex still, so his mind's somewhere else. It wasn't, I didn't feel the need to reach out or anything. It was like, okay, back up. Obviously, I did say on the show I choose the wrong guys, obviously. So it was okay. And I was fine with that. I was fine with moving forward. I didn't show him any type. I showed him who I was. We had a great time. I wasn't like
There you go, right there. She showed him who she was. A woman will always show you exactly who she is, bro. All you gotta do is pay attention, but one thing that you don't do is listen to her words. Pay attention to her actions. Just a simple fact that she was willing to bring a stranger around her family to me off rip, shorty, you a red flag. You are a red flag. Off rip. Facts.
flirting with my baby dad. It wasn't anything. He actually left early. So it was just like, he wasn't even there for the rest of the time there. And we had a good time. So that's why I didn't show him any signs that I was anything. Because the fact that my my baby dad's in conversation right now, it really irks me. for a man that you've never showed no interest, no love in the last 7, almost 8 years of your life. And then now that he put that as his reason, it's crazy. So he should be jealous of my exes or something. Like he should be thinking about them
Jealousy
than
is
of,
crazy.
I mean, not jealous, but like meaning like concerned. That's the word. You should be concerned about who I had
Previously.
before. Yeah, before like 2 years ago or something. You should be on that. I'd get that. I would get that.
It
But
was
to make
more
it
of
that,
a
then that's
collective
weird.
of a observation.
But why is my exes a factor if I never brought them to you?
I think
Listen to this woman. Listen to the way she thinks. This is why I call women like her birds, because it's the way they process information. It's just the way their brains are set up. It's set up only to chase crumbs. It's set up only to find a sucker who is going to trick on me, who is going to give me the world. It's not set up to be logical. So she can't comprehend why my man felt this way, because simply you're disrespecting your child's father. You saying all this about this man, but that's still your child's father. Whenever you look at your child, you're also looking at that man. So the fact that you will lay down and have a kid by a man that you don't like should tell you everything about who this woman is. Facts. This sounds crazy. This is crazy, man.
Never brought them to you. I never they never came into play. They never like was a conversation. I was focused on you. And like
so
come on.
I'm confused. Did you not tell me that you were still in love with your ex, or did I
No,
make
I
that
said
up?
I have love for
Okay,
my
all right.
ex.
So that there was a kind of a whole space about that where you kind of went into more detail about that, which I won't share here. But for you to kind of just make it seem like you just said that is a bit disingenuous. And so what I took away from that conversation, and what based off of what I observed with your interactions, what you said is that it was not in my best interest to pursue seriously um, in that way. Like I was open to allowing it to develop. But as you said, after you left, even after the next day when you were supposed to call me and you didn't, like I take people like for their word. And when you say you're going to call me, I was expecting that and you didn't. You just left. And I actually had to reach out to you. I was like, hey, I hope you made it home, A, B, and C. And then you end up responding to that. But those are key indicators that you may also not be as serious as you think you are. And so there's no way in hell I'm even thinking about canceling a trip with a friend that's pre-booked, or even anything that's what we are now. Like we're not together, so I mean, like, or even in like anything remotely close to that, for what I've seen in just a 24 or 48 hour period.
That is very weird.
Yeah, it just sounds like this
Weird.
was.
Man, it is what it is, man. Think about how crazy that is. You just met this chick. She invites you to meet her family. Her baby father is there. You had no plans of even meeting that dude. I'm pretty sure she didn't tell him that her baby father would be there, because if she did, I don't think any logical man will even put himself in that position. But apparently, while they were there, my man experienced and observed what he did. And she expected this man to cancel a trip he had previously planned for her after that experience. That experience just shows the type of woman she is. Like I said, I'm pretty sure she probably brought my man to make her baby father feel jealous. It probably was all planned out. And look, the mission was accomplished, because things could have went left, but the baby father left the party, right? Why is he leaving the party? For a stranger. For a man that you just met on the show. You just met dude on the show. Yo, come on, I could use you real quick. And it's crazy the fact that she will sit there and play victim at first. Like, yo, the reason why it didn't work out is because he went on a trip with his ex. But I knew it had to be something deeper than that. Because even on the show Pop the Balloon, I could tell the type of energy Shorty got. She's who she is. And this is why, as a man, you gotta know how to spot a bird a mile away. Fellas, this man took a chance with his life. It's never a good idea to put yourself in a position like that if you just met a woman. Get to know her first. Observe her, figure her out, and then you could take a chance of being around her family. But don't put yourself in that position, bro. This right here is crazy. Please leave your thoughts in the comments. It's your boy AyeQ. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.